son, Timothy, and I am confessed I am a mama's boy, and I'm already really missing my mama. And she did so many things for me, but one thing she did that I never liked was name me Timothy. I always thought it was really a weak, wimpy name, Timothy.
It's a saint's name.
And I've spent most of my life working out like a madman to prove that I was big and strong and not weak and wimpy Timmy like my sisters all called me. Patty even got me a Letterman's jacket that said Timmy on it. And I've always wondered why our dear mother Mary would give me the name Timmy. Well, it means honoring God. And I always thought, did she want me to be a priest or Saint Timothy? So I'm our family historian, and I like kids' names that honor our ancestors. Dawn was a good, strong name, and was both dad and was my big sister. And I love the names Donny, Hewett, and James Dean McCann. Those are cool, strong, ancestral names. Well, most of you are well aware that I'm no Saint Timothy. I really have a hard time with my faith, actually. It's always been God or science for me, and if it came down to it, then I chose science. But to be honest, the pandemic has made me even lose my faith in science. I'm just like Dad. On Sunday mornings, as we headed off to Mass at Our Lady of the Rosary, he called out the door to us kids as we waddled like ducklings, following our dear mother, leading her little ones to God down the path. Our Big Imp would tease us. Hey, you little Catholics, have fun, because I'm going to UDF for ice cream. Oh, he was so ornery and made us so mad. But when we returned, he'd always have a couple half gallons waiting, chocolate chip for us, butter pecan for him. We weren't allowed to touch that. Our parents were both faithful to good hard work, and they instilled that in all of us. They worked, they loved to work, and they sang while they worked. Ave Maria, which we heard this morning, was Mom's go-to, and Dad's was an old country tune that was made famous by Tanya Tucker named Delta Dawn, if you remember it. He loved it like he loved her, and he sang it like a church hymn. He sang it real slow and low and strong. I always loved that song because to me it's a trinity. It's our big sister Dawn, it's our dad Dawn, and most especially it's Mom, because Dad was truly crazy about her, and I knew when he was singing it, he was singing it both to and about her. A pathologic earworm makes songs ceaselessly play in my hyperactive brain, and his song Delta Dawn kept going through my head throughout the month of February, my long winter jaunts as I went from the US to Japan and then Australia, even though I hadn't heard it for decades. It felt surreal as I flew from the dead of winter to intense heat of midsummer, anticipating my return to cold winter's death. I felt in sync with Mom's transient ischemic attacks. I knew she needed something from me as that song played on, and I heard Dad talking in my head. And us kids will all remember this. He kept saying, "Do it for me." But then the familiar, very familiar half-century-old petition from him, "Do it for your mother." I couldn't sleep with it playing in my head and him talking endlessly. So I rewrote Dad's favorite word song, but reworked it as a prayer from him and us to our mom. It was impossible to reach me as I traveled from the pouring down snow in Mexico to the steamy hot Gold Coast. I kept my phone on airplane mode because, like our dear mother, I'm too cheap to pay $10 a day for extra international calling. I always turned the ringer off to help me sleep, and I thought I had. Well, I was awake, but I was startled when our very faithful sister Kathy fake booked me in the middle. I'm the fake book dude. Well, she knew she could get a hold of me there, so she fake booked me in the middle of the night in southern Oz, where she shouldn't have been able to reach me at all. And she said, "Mom's unresponsive, Timmy, and dying. Do you have any last words for her before she goes?" Well, I was shocked and in disbelief as I'd heard she'd rebounded again from her latest TIA. And I tried to collect myself as Kath put the phone to Mom's ear, and I told her, I love you forever, Mama, but I know you're really tired, and I'm 10,000 miles away, and I'm gonna try to get back home to see you, but don't wait on your wayward son. I've got 48 hours of plane flights to get back to you. Then I told her, please go on home to God, to Dad, to your mom, and all your family in heaven. Please don't wait on me, Mom. Then it dawned on me to ask her if she wanted to hear the prayer song Dad and I rewrote for her, and she surprisingly and emphatically said yes, even though they said she'd been unresponsive. And I sang it to her, and I told her again how much I loved her, and she told me she loved me. And my sisters cried and told me that she was lucid, smiling, and happy until they witnessed the Holy Spirit shepherd her way to heaven. Now, I was in Ivanhoe at the southernmost point in Australia, as far away from Mom as I could be, and as I was lying in bed singing to her, looking out the window at the Southern Cross in the night sky, I thought, oh my God, our guardian angel, she's lying there dying half a world away, and she's still like that little duckling leading me to God. She didn't need me to be a priest or Saint Timothy. She just needed to know that I could find my way back home to her and to him when I was ready. That true confirmation of her face literally slapped my skeptical scientific face. What a blessing and what a testament to Mom's perseverance, her fight, her faith in God and in me. Thank you, Mom, for blessing me in every way, for naming me Timothy to honor God. As St. Paul and Timothy in today's second reading and Mom taught us, I will fight the good fight. I will run the race to the finish. I will keep the faith. I know this won't be easy for a scientist sinner like me, but I promise you, Mom, and I promise you all here today, that's what I'm going to do. Now, I want to sing Mom's prayer song from Dad and I. So let's bring up my boyo, Eddie Hewett, named after his great-grandfather and great-uncle, my much better singing and training partner, to help me do it in the way Mom deserves. We call it Delta Mom, our guardian angel, Momma Mary. Mary bends where you are, angel heaven sent. Oh, just on Hewett's girl from the Green Hills pool. And did I hear you say he was a-meeting you there today to take you to where God and his angels rule?
In your younger days they called her Molly Banks, a prettier angel you couldn't play pretend. The men with no degrees stood by her side, and they promised her they'd take her for their bride.
Oh, Mary bends where you are, angel heaven sent. Oh, just on Hewett's girl from the Green Hills pool. And did I hear you say he was a-meeting you there today to take you to where God and his angels rule? Well, she had 6 girls and me, and we just called her Mom. Still the prettiest angel we'd ever laid eyes on. Oh, she sang Ave Maria at her kitchen chores, and all we ever asked of her was more, more, more. Oh, Mary bends where you are, angel heaven sent. Or just on Hewett's girl from the Green Hills pool. And did I hear you say he was a-meeting you there today to take you to where God and his angels rule? Now, she was 94 and her sister still called her Molly. Just like Grandma Benz called every one of us Dolly. 'Cause I don't think she could remember all our names. But with 130 plus progeny, who's to blame? Oh, Mary Benz, well, you are angel heaven sent. Or just Don Hewett's girl from the Green Hills pool. And did I hear you say he was meeting you there today to take you to where God and his angels rule? To take you to where God and his angels